as soon as they shot it out. CHP is using just basically, they are following along. Like you said, they are right behind this guy. Apparently, we're approaching Garfield right now. And again, you know, they're even talking about it. It's, you know, they've known he's been in a couple of spots. They believe he's going to go back there. They're trying to set up other units to bring the spike strips out to those areas in case he heads back that way. He made it all the way out to Santa Anita at one point and then got off the freeway, turned back around. He does seem to prefer the freeways up here, like Sharon said a moment ago. But again, look at this disregard, speeding in and out. And again, speeds of 80 to 100, and at one point, over 125 miles an hour on the freeways.
I'm wondering if he's not using his lights because he doesn't want to be tracked by the helicopters, or perhaps, or when during the earlier in the pursuit that he didn't want to be tracked by the helicopters. Therefore, he may have turned off his lights. Who knows at this point? Because this is very unusual to have a high-speed pursuit like this, where the driver has decided not to turn on any lights, to go dark.
Well, you know, again, if that was his plan, it seems to be working for a positive for him right now. Hopefully somebody, looks like we are getting off a freeway here. Again, I'll get you an off-ramp here in a second. But look at these sweeping turns. You know, it's really going to be a wonder if he makes these turns at those high speeds. This is the point where the CHP would be able to make their move. If they won't, he's blacked out. He ran that red light out there. And it looks like he, you know, if he keeps the pattern that he's been doing, he's just going to get back onto the freeway out here and then start heading back the other direction, which it definitely looks like he's doing right here as he's making his way back onto the freeway. And it looks like we're going to be going northbound now.
It looks like he's, going the way he came.
Yeah, and you know, I was trying to take advantage of this right now. This is the first time we got a shot into the windscreen, and it looks like it is just one person in. It looks like just a solo driver. Again, you know, and I believe that was Lakewood is where we were, and we're starting to work our way northbound. And again, you got a lot heavier traffic out here. You can see the helicopter following. That's a sheriff's helicopter providing the light. And they are talking already about putting up some spike strips. CHP really trying to make a plan on how to bring this to an end, especially with these high speeds.
Yeah, he is using every lane and the shoulders of that freeway.
Every lane, every shoulder, every core point, you know, any opening that he has, he seems to be taking advantage of. Again, though, he's got to realize that this is a no-win situation, especially with a vehicle like that on these freeways. CHP is not just going to throw their hands up and say, "Oh well, we're going to let this guy go." So he's got to know that this is going to come to an end here shortly. Also, you know, when he's doing this stuff, he's putting the public at risk. You know, hopefully this does not end in some sort of major collision or him, you know, hurting himself and or others. But again, high speeds out here, weaving in and out of traffic, like you said, using all lanes, the Gore Point and both emergency lanes. You know, this could go on for a while, at least until maybe he runs out of fuel. Again, those CHP really starting to put together a plan. You got to commend them on that. You know, they're going to try to bring this thing to an end. You know, trying to outsmart the bad guy. Sometimes with speeds like this, you know, they really got to be on it. They got to come up with a plan and throw it into action as fast as possible.
Yeah, they really want to stop this guy. In case you're just joining us, you are watching breaking news. You are watching a high-speed pursuit, a very high-speed pursuit of a driver that's driving a silver Impala. There you see him in the middle of your screen. He is driving without any lights. He has been weaving in and out of traffic on a couple of the freeways here in the Southland. He is right now heading northbound on the 5 freeway at dangerous speeds. Again, let's just hope they stop this driver.
Yeah, the only time we see lights is when he hits the brakes. You'll see the brake lights pop on. We've seen CHP cruisers get very close to the suspect and then drop back. And it's been tough for the helicopters, including our own, to keep up with this guy. He's been flying.
Yeah. You know, Rick, you just passed a CHP unit right there that was in the earlier part of the pursuit. They just let, you know, he just let this guy go. This let him go, not because he didn't care about it, but because he is not involved in that pursuit right now. They have the units that they need. They are very disciplined about this kind of stuff. Believe me, you know, a law enforcement officer seeing that car pass him like that, he's going to want to take off and go after him, but they don't. And this is part of the thing. thing. Look at that, weaving right in between there, kind of getting stuck, but working his way around. I'm also hearing now that this is a believed to be a 2010 Impala, and the V6 engine, you know, and I'm getting this information from friends of mine. They're saying, you know, to about 230 horsepower, but again, he's using every bit of that this evening, trying to get away from CHP, but he's not going to do it. We know he's not going to do it. They're going to bring this to an end. Looks like he's going to be getting off the freeway here at Eastern. Again, though, we don't know how close. There's that unit. He might just try to, if this would be the time he would pit him, or try to spin him out, this would be it. But again, we heard earlier on that they said no to that. Now he's on off of Telegraph, I understand, and he's in residential neighborhoods with these high speeds, even at this time of night. Very dangerous. You got other traffic here on the road, and also a residential road. And he's just made a turn onto Olympic, as I understand. Again, look at this, you know, blacked out, high speeds. This not the freeway speeds we've been seeing, but much too fast for any kind of surface streets. As he's accelerating out here, using the center lane to get away, and just really speeding up here. I mean, look, we're doing this pan up here. We're doing a little pirouette, trying to keep up with this guy. Past somebody there, was making a left turn, really crazy speeds. Again, CHP behind him. Red light cross traffic up ahead is what they're saying, and there is some cross traffic. Look at making that left turn. Oh, this is just crazy stuff out here. Again, eastbound Atlantic went through another. That one just turned green, but that was a red. Again, you know, just moving out here, and the danger to the public. There was another officer, and again, using the center lanes. And northbound Atlantic passing Whittier's where we are right now. Again, though, this guy just not giving up, not slowing down. And unfortunately, that vehicle seems to be going as well. Sometimes we'll see a little bit of wear and tear. Looks like he's slowing down. This might be the neighborhood he knows, and he came to a stop. And it looks like he's out of the car and
what is it?
Out of the vehicle on...
He's giving up.
Yeah, they're just going to take him down right there.
Yeah.
You know, this guy, blatant disregard for officers. This probably is where he lives. This looks like a person that knows him. They're going to subdue her as well, just to keep the two separated. But again, though, we'll get you a street. But it looks like he basically just drove home. CHP taking him into custody out here at pretty much almost a textbook ending when they took him down. He basically put up a little bit of a failure to comply, but then threw his hands up and officers took him down. Looks like there's somebody came out of the apartment that probably knows him. And again, though, this all coming to an end out here.
We were told to start it in East LA, and that's where it looks like it's ended.
Yes, we are definitely in the East LA off of Atlantic.